following video documents my journey on Wednesday the 3rd of April 2019 from Edgware in London to Oceanside in sunny California. It was quite a long journey, total about 23 hours. I walked down to Edgware Tube, an over 2-hour journey on Edgware Tube, then to Heathrow. Got to Heathrow nice and early. British Airways flight on a Boeing 747 from Heathrow to Chicago, and then just under 4 hours later there was a connection flight, American Airways Boeing 737 from Chicago O'Hare Airport then to San Diego, where I was met by Carol and her neighbour to then bring me to Carol's place. Total 23 and a half hours. It was very tiring, but the following video shows you how I've done it. Okay, hope you enjoy. So here I am, Terminal 5, Heathrow Airport. It's 7:45 in the morning and I've been here almost an hour already. Got up at the ridiculous hour of about 4:30. Had a very light breakfast, made my way to Edgware Tube Station, and I think I got the first train of the morning, left at about 10 to 6. Few people, surprisingly, got on, and made my way to King's Cross, whereupon I changed onto the Piccadilly line. And then it's 20+ stations out to Heathrow. That's a real hard journey, but this time of the morning it wasn't packed, so that made that a little bit easier. As I say, arrived here very early, and it is still relatively early. First time I've done this journey to San Diego using 2 flights. First one is going to Chicago, and then I've got just under 4 hours to wait for a connecting flight from Chicago via American Airlines to San Diego. So what with the tube journey, 2 air flights, 4 hours between the 2 flights, it's going to make for a long day. But hey ho, it's all an adventure, and let's see how it goes. So I've booked my bags in already, and I'm now going to go through security and be airside. The time is 8:45. The flight is scheduled for 10:30. So as mentioned, bags have been checked in. I might as well go through there. Previous flights I've done have been in the afternoon. It's been fairly busy once you get airside. But it'll be interesting to see what it's like this early in the morning. So at this point I'll end this part of the video. Well, got through security. I didn't quite empty my handbag as effectively as I did before, so they did a bag search. That was no major issue, but I've got the Kindle in there, I've got the Bose earphones in there, plus a couple of other little electronic gizmos which I normally get out. The trouble is, the more you got, the more you tend to forget. Anyway, I'm looking at the departure board, and although British Airways advised me yesterday that it was running late, it looks as though it's actually on time. So I shall meander along there very shortly, and hey, you know, it's all working now. So I'll end at this point and make my way to the departure. So here we are, Heathrow Terminal 5, departure gate B32 for a 10:30 flight to Chicago. I believe the aircraft is a 747. we go over to the viewing section.
This is the final call for customers travelling to Houston on the VA 195. Please proceed immediately to gate B48. Where your flight is now closed and waiting to
It's a 747 over there, and then smaller one. They can half look small beside the big super jumbos. Scanning over to the right, in the distance we got a 380. See if I can zoom in.
We've got customers travelling to Chicago on the VA 295. If your name is called, please stand forward and see a member of the gate team at gate B32. Customers Burton, Chang, Dragotti, Faulkner, Feld.
There's one taxiing in the distance.
Metz, Palmer, Hart.
See if I can zoom in.
Radine, Rice, Thoe, and Village.
Number of departure gates here, but once again, being here early morning rather than the afternoon, it is certainly less frantic up here. So I'll end this part of the video now. So here I am walking down the boarding tunnel. The sun's come out, a lot of glass on my right hand side, and wow, is it hot now. When I left home, it was very, very chilly. You know, when you breathe, you could see dragon's breath coming out your mouth. But, at least we lost the sun on the right now, so it's cooled down a little bit. Looks as though that's the aircraft, 747. And I'm going to get the glass on the right again, so it's going to get hot if the sun's coming through it. So anyway, we're ready to board the aircraft now, so I'll video again later. All seated, 5 minutes before scheduled departure, so we should be rolling any minute. The engine's revving up slightly, so looking forward to an on-time flight to Chicago. Well, just under 8 hours in the air, we're approaching Chicago, less than 100 miles to go. We're losing speed, we're down to about 350 miles per hour, and we're showing 13,000 feet, which is about 2.5 miles, nearly 3 miles high. So they're saying about another 35 minutes to destination, but bearing in mind we're only 85 miles to go, unless they put us in a holding pattern, I think we're going to be early, but I'll get back later and update. Okay, escaped the aircraft, just walking towards passport control and baggage collection. I'll keep this short because I know they get a bit touchy sometimes going through security doing videos, so I'll end now. Well, just escaped passport and baggage reclaim. Oh, the crowds in there was unbelievable. It was just snaking up and down, you didn't know where the start or the end of it was. But having said that, they dealt with it quite quickly. The internal rail network is being renovated here, so they're running a shuttle bus service, very, very regular. I've got loads of time. I've got to get from Terminal 5 to Terminal 3. So for the moment, I'm just getting a bit of fresh air and enjoying the delights of Chicago, actually. I don't know whether you can see it in the background. Looks a fairly pleasant day. But anyway, I'll end now and do another one when I get to Terminal 3. Well, here I am, Terminal 3, Chicago O'Hare International Airport. Obviously this is a domestic internal flight, and I've got about 2.5 hours to kill here. Can't even do any plane spotting, so this is going to be really exciting for about 2.5 hours now. Oh well, there you go. And there's nothing close enough that I can even take a walk to required there, so just have to get myself a coffee, won't I? Oh well, there we go. So, Starbucks and croissant. And cappuccino. So I'm just going to chill out, kill about an hour, and then book in for the final leg of the journey. Okay, come back later. Bye. Okay, through security for the domestic flights at Chicago Airport, and look what I've come across. One of the stores, Harley Davidson. So that is not bad at all, is it? So normal, once you've cleared security, we've got the normal array of shops just to kill a bit of time, etc. And I am now just going to try and find out which gate I need to board the aircraft. So, shall come back later. Well, the 737 is certainly a small jet compared to the wide-bodied ones. Single aisle, which you can just see about there. And it is absolutely crammed packed. So due to leave very shortly. Just been told by the pilot, no internet on board. But nice plane nevertheless. Be a change flying in a small one. So let's see how it goes. Just a further addition to my comment about the 737. There's certainly a lot more legroom than on the 747 from London, and so more comfortable flight this will be. More legroom. This is very neat on the back of the 737 seat. This device there, if you lift it up, it comes down, mobile phone sits there, and then just over to the left it's got the USB connection, so you could watch a movie or anything like that. It's quite neat, the design actually. Well, I must admit, pleasant flight on the Boeing 737. First time I've ever been on one. Appears to be a lot more room than in the 747 or the 777. Not sure if that's a different aircraft design or different airline design. This is the first time I've flown with American Airlines as well. Previously always been British Airways. But I'll make a few inquiries and see if it's the norm. I would say the room on these seats is probably equal at least to Economy Plus on the British Airways flight. As mentioned, it is a different aircraft and a different airline. But yeah, pleasant flight, only 4 hours, and we are now coming into land. Seems incredible that 23 hours ago I left a cold, wet, dark London, and now we're landing in San Diego. It was a long old day with the split flight, and that banging you can hear, we have touched down. That noise were the engines being put into reverse to slow us down. So we'll be taxiing to the terminal now. So I'll end the video at this point. We're off the plane, and internal, so no passport to worry about. So it's just baggage claim now, which is directly in front of me. So quite a few people on the plane, so baggage may take a little while. So fingers crossed, somebody's got to come out first. certainly keeping me fit going to baggage reclaim. It's a fair old walk, like a maze of corridors down here.
As a reminder, wheeled devices, including but not limited to bicycles, skateboards.
It's been recently redeveloped, this airport, so it's quite impressive now. I think that may have been my aircraft. Who knows? I think that was a Boeing 737. Still no sign of baggage reclaim. Somebody's waving down there. I don't think it was at me. No, it wasn't at me. Couldn't have been. Oh boy. How far have I got to go for baggage reclaim? Oh, I've got to go downstairs. I'll pause the video at this point. Baggage collected. That came out fairly quickly. Now to meet the lovely Carol and her neighbour Renee, who's offered to pick me up. Got to sort them out now. And so ends the video record of my journey. It was manic, the parking outside, so I couldn't video that, plus the light was failing. So I shall end the video at the point where I was picking up my cases ready to be collected outside. So in total it was about 23-hour journey. There was about another 40 minutes to get home, so it was a long old day, but I must admit it was an adventure and I enjoyed it. So hope you enjoyed the video.